Okay, on this, I definitely do not have any other mod except MCCC downloaded, which still poses to be a bit of a problem. I do not know how else to fix MCCC if it's the only mod I have and I'm still getting a last exception. I saw on their website they've got a whole lot of bunch of words about how to fix that. I didn't try. Anyways, so I decided that designated adult needed more space so that she could have a better bed. And then I made her entire new like add-on wing to her church. So now she's got like this wooden stick built up something or other here as her new expanded what palace. And then I wanted Scoots and Tootsin to be able to visit her. So there's a door for him and some stairs for him to get up. And then I decided she could just use the stairs to get to her bathroom. So I adjusted designated space slightly. The toxic mold pile, for some reason, will shrink every once in a while and then, like, come back. So I don't know what's going on with that. And the poor children, they attempt to clean. You see how my burglar goes straight past $8,000 items she could steal and goes straight over to my cemetery, my children's cemetery. But Scoots and Toots and just watches. Like, girl, quit stealing from me. Get out. There are $8,000 statues outside for you to steal. Get out. But here she is. She goes right back to my cemetery. Like, that's evil. Evil. So putting statues will not deter the burglar for some reason. I don't really know what to put out to catch the burglar's eye so that they stop stealing from my cat coon. Cat coon? My cat coon. Oh yeah, I forgot I called the Easter bunny. That's not what this thing is called. My holy rabbit here. I was going to make the holy rabbit come to the basement with the children, but it didn't work. I also bought a bunch of fireworks. So I was going to just kind of place them everywhere in the hopes that there would be a big explosion. Yeah, I think there was too many objects on the lot or something because the fireworks didn't seem to be working for me. They didn't really do anything. Uh, the poor bunny up here, she's trying to bring Holy Rabbit Day cheer to my poor tombstone children corner. What do you call this? Graveyards. My child graveyard. Wow, sentences. That pool got way more use than I could ever have expected. The mess down here. So the kids can do laundry. Let me also point that out. Isn't it cute how they kind of like scream around Scoots and Toots and like, praise Scoots and Toots and oh, he's gone. Never mind. Anyways, they are capable of doing laundry because somebody definitely put stuff in the machine. I don't know how far through the laundry process children can take it, but I also don't know if they autonomously are capable. Like, how is the autonomy for children? What are they capable of doing if I control them versus what are they capable of doing on their own? So that's curious. I feel like I lost my train of thought. I just got a text from CVS. This is my best friend here, CVS. It's absolutely the best text ever. Love and greatness and all that. Joy. Ugh. Yeah, all it means is I have to go do a thing. I tried to sign up for the CVS online thing, but I can't get signed up. I think it might just be a glitch in the app. Anyway, CVS aside, is it anyway or is it anyways? I've always said anyways, but some people get really irritated if you say anyways. It's like, okay, fine, whatever. So I wanted to play with the weather. What other chaos can I cause with just the MCC mod in the normal, like, game? I'm calling this base game, even though technically I'm using MCCC because, well, base game. Base game, I include all the packs I bought. This is weather. I was gonna see what happens with the weather. Okay, so I deleted the roof above their outside to see if it would snow inside. And again, I think there were just too many objects on the lot and everything was just completely broken because of it. Because Designated up there has her complete freak fest. I forgot that I told this lady she could come over and then she just froze to death out here at the children's cemetery. Why, girl? Like, you could have gone home. You know, the door may be locked to get into Scoots and Tootsin's part, and there's no door at all to get into Designated's part. But that doesn't mean you have to stay out here and die. So then I wanted to see like who is married. Somebody in my party, I forget who it was. One of them was married to her. So that was interesting. That also reminds me, at some point there were two of the children in the bed together, and I thought, oh, this is interesting because they won't usually sleep together if they're not related to some degree. Anyway, it was a mother and her son, and they were both children, and it was so cute. Oh my God. So the double bed was fun just to kind of see like who's willing to sleep together. That will help show you who's family. Oh, so cute. Anyway, a lot of them will also sleep on the couches. And then, so I have whichever pack gives you like the ability for bugs to get them in the house. It's like nature pack or whatever. The pack is not amazing. It's not really recommended. That is a lackluster pack there. The, yeah, so anyway, the dirt pack is probably more interesting than the naturey get me bitten with bugs one. The bug one too, it doesn't even like do anything. So you'll watch a little animation where the bug gets them, and then they'll have a moodlet for a moment. But like the moodlet could have been a little bit more interesting. Oh, I also noticed this creepy old dude wandering around. Like, why is there an adult wandering around here with my children? Yeah, so that's Father Winter. I forgot that I kidnapped the first Santa, and Clement became part of my family down here, and then pretty sure Clement died pretty quickly. I don't even think he's still in this group down here. Doesn't it look so much nicer with the UI? I'm not 100% certain it's called the UI, but I think that's what other people are calling it. So anyway, Santa's a creep. He then, oh my God, Santa then spent the whole rest of his time here harassing poor Akira, I think was his name, this child in the bathroom. He's just minding his own business, hanging out in the bathroom, and here comes this open shirt wearing, creepy flip flop, bag headed Santa to come just talk to him incessantly. And then here's this girl up here. She's broken. She's so broken. This is all she keeps doing. She opens thing after thing. Oh, hey, that text was at least from my sister. I have so many sisters, though. So, anyways, so designated up here does this a lot. Stare and move and stare and twitch and stare and move and stare at her food. So there's something wrong with her. There's a lot of, I think she's broken. She's a mess in the basement too. I think there's just too many objects on this lot. I'm not realizing that quite at this point, but at some point I'll realize that and I'll delete a bunch of stuff. I put clay blobs everywhere in this game too because I like the clay blobs when they make little things out of clay. It's so cute. I love it. Anyways, so then Santa came over here to hang out in a bathroom stall for quite a while. So, okay. Another reason why I wanted them to have the seasons, the holidays too, was because I think it's funny when they're either happy or sad because of the holiday. Just another little touch of something to add to them here in their disgusting basement. I wonder if it's more likely for the mold to grow too on wet carpet because I put carpet in the basement and it's obviously very wet. There's sand, a little patch of sand. Oh yeah, I was okay, hold on. Oh. So Santa came over and the kid's like, it's not usually this filthy. Yes it is though. Yes it is, you little liar, Candy. You try to tell Santa it's not usually dirty. You're going on the naughty list for lying because it's disgusting here. Candy. Cotton candy. Anyways. Santa doesn't care. He's hanging out in the broken toilet. And then I also kind of thought when the adults would come to visit, they might fix things for them. It was interesting, though. At some point in the very first round of death, I found two done paintings, and I thought, oh my God, did the children, like, autonomously paint? No, they didn't. It was the Grim Reaper. He did two entire finished paintings while he was down there, so that was interesting. And then the piles of laundry become insane. It's you need a Jeeves. So everybody complains that the butlers don't work in this game. In my experience, the butlers at least handle the laundry for you. I haven't had the laundry pack for very long, but I was doing a different playthrough before I decided to start this chaos one, and I have a very wealthy celebrity sim who has a butler who absolutely keeps all of the laundry dealt with. She might not be great at much else, but the laundry's dealt with. That is for certain. And technically, I also have the Roomba thingy in that one, but the Roomba can go up hills, too, outside. That was cool. It's designated is so totally broken, and it's adorable. Adorable when the kids sleep in the tent together like that. Oh, I love it. So I had followed the kids around for quite a while because I was desperately waiting for anybody to age up, and Cotton Candy was going to age up first, so I was kind of thinking he's going to be the saving grace of the children, right? When he ages up to a teenager, he's going to be able to do all the things. He's going to be able to put out fire and clean this mess, right? So I had a lot of faith in Cotton Candy. I don't know why I assumed that just because he became a teenager, he's going to become this useful and capable sim when designated as an adult up there, and she is not useful or capable. So, anyway, also the child sims are very, very unlikely and unwilling to want to use the shower or anything when there's someone else in the room with them. But I noticed the teen sims don't seem to care at all. My pizza smells so good. I wonder if it's almost done. Oh. Anyways, now I'm so distracted. I am so hungry. I didn't have any coffee this morning, and for some reason, no coffee made me actually want food. How wild is that? Usually, I just have a bunch of coffee and then feel sick for most of the day. So, okay, when Cotton aged up, I wanted him to have an interesting, what do you call these things? Personality traits, so that it would be a little bit more fun. So, what would go well with his vegetarianism? So, I figured let's make him squeamish because it's disgusting down here. And then, since he's a teen, I just kind of chose one of the 14 ones. I would like to point out, look how much older and gigantic he is compared to who he was just a second ago. That little girl right there next to him, Candy, who's still a child, she looks like she's maybe 7, 8, 9 years old. He over here, he is at least 15. Look how much bigger he is than she am. Than she am. She am tiny. He am big. So the age gap, they needed to have like a preteen in between the children and the teens because just the height of the teens being almost essentially the same as the adults makes this gap really a little creepy. It's kind of ridiculous how he's now gangly long John over there. I was calling him Gangles, and I was calling Toxic Squat. Toxic should age up next. Oh no, my pizza's done. That's okay. I'm almost done with this. And then I will get my pizza. As long as I don't forget. Oh my, oh, that'd be tragic. I've had so many fires, like real human actual fires, that you would think that I was a sim. I've had more fires personally, just in my experience personally, than all of the people that I met when I moved to this state combined. Which, albeit that's not a whole hell of a lot of people, I'm not all that social. I haven't met too crazy many people. There's a handful here and there. I've been here for a decade though, so probably more people than I can remember. It's never a whole hell of a lot at once. Anyway, so Toxic's aging up. So her name is Toxic Fart Cloud, so she's Squat over here. Squat is way bigger than the children. There's literally no way she just like hit puberty and it's like, boom, I'm gigantic. Also, look how tiny the child is when she's inside of her. Like it's wildly different in age. Anyway, my nose hurts. I'm very, very allergic to dust, so this house would absolutely kill me. I would have already died if I was one of these children in the basement. Aren't their interactions so weird, too, when they all do this little, like, watch the fight? This fight went on for multiple sim hours. It took forever. It was the slowest fight ever. There was something wrong there. So, yeah, anyway. This kid I thought was funny. More burglarizing of the children's stuff. Ugh, just the usual Sims chaos here, and I figured I'll stop replacing the things that she steals because it doesn't really matter up there anymore. I loved how Toxic looked when she was in this bush. I like the sleeping bush quite a bit. The sleeping poop bush. Oh my god. Anyway, so more crazy weather. I did replenish that catch me on fire thingy because now I have some teenagers, so I figured the teenagers should be able to put out the fire, and I kind of wanted to see, will the teenagers now put out the fire or what? So she was going to be my next to age up. Dun dun dun.